Press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from SpotboyE.
Welcome to SpotboyE, and Parineeti.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, I must ask you the very first thing which we woke up to this morning. You know, the movie is not releasing this Friday, and how did you feel about it?
Yes, we were first coming on 2nd of August. Now we're coming on 9th of August. एक हफ्ते आगे चली गई है. It is more of a decision by the distributors and our producers, and saying that the cluster of films that are coming and the previous films that are running from there was giving us lesser space.
Yeah.
Because today, you know, English films are doing equally well. Lion King, Hobbs and Shaw, or the Hindi films that will come out.
Yeah.
So it's purely a distribution come production, decision. And yeah, we're just being team
But
players.
Pari, were you disappointed a little? I mean, you were in the drive of that, you know, waiting for that Friday, just 4 days away.
No, I think we are actors, yeah. This is the rule of the game. It's a gamble every day, and unfortunately, we are not the ones who put money in the film. You know, there are bigger players who put money, and it's absolutely their right. If they feel that their product is going to suffer on a certain Friday and that Friday is not right for them, then who are we to say anything? You know, we can give our inputs, but ultimately they are the experts. We've done this only 7 years. Maybe they've taken the right decision, and I do believe if we get better showcasing next week, then I think it'll help the film.
So, we are aware what Jabariya Jodi is about. Now, tell me how much you were aware of this problem of, you know, groom kidnapping, especially in the north and everything. So,
not
were you
much.
really aware, or did it take you by surprise? And
Not much. It was definitely a surprise when you hear something, the way this one particular state or these areas in our country deal with the weddings, कि करवा दो, दो अनजान लोगों की हो जाएगी settlement, और ऐसा हुआ भी. You know, we saw so many real life instances and cases by our writer कि that particular guy took 3 years to get okay, 5 years to get okay. Today they have kids together. He's still with the same girl. So like amazing यार. ऐसा I think और कहीं नहीं होता. It doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. It only happens in India, and that too maybe UP and Bihar only, predominantly because of dowry. So it was definitely an eye-opener to see it, and I think hats off to the writers and directors to make a funny love story within this world, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
but when I see the trailer, you know, Pari, I think it's something which for you must have been slightly easier, because the earlier films when we saw you, you were at a high pitch and a little, you know, but with Sidharth, I think you're that quintessential soft-spoken boy and, you know, very aptly dressed. Where unlike here,
Gee.
so was it tough for you and rather easy for you?
No, not at all. Actually, when you see the film, you'll realize that the parts that we've shown in the trailer are the ones that are similar to what you've seen before. But actually, she's a very emotional and vulnerable girl, really believes in love. And when something really wrong happens in your life and you have to take life into your own hands, that's the part you've seen in the trailer. So it wasn't easy because the lingo is totally different, and you know, the world is totally different. You can't be completely spontaneous or natural because that's not how you speak. But yes, it's still in the world of, you know, a strong small town girl. I guess that's why I was offered the film. But yeah, it wasn't easy. I don't think any role is easy.
Sid?
Definitely not easy for me, because this is completely new and alien to me. A character from a small town, a town that I've never lived in. You know, I come from a complete different background, so I had to start from scratch. You know, getting the language right, getting the accent right, getting the look right, and then deciding how much to push the envelope. Like, we all have a particular impression of people from Bihar. But we wanted to take a more real and younger take on it. Not everybody in Bihar talks with a very strong accent. You know, today, especially in 2019, you know, kids speak Patna ki Hindi, what we have used, you know, which is Magai, Maithili and Bhojpuri ka thode bahut shabd and mixed with Hindi. So I think a lot of mehnat has gone into that for all of us as a team. Maybe more so me personally because of my background and lack of experience in this genre. So yeah, there's nothing in this film that I've done before in the past, and that also makes it exciting for me as an actor to see what the audience say.
But both of you nervous about the film because, you know, honestly speaking, Kapoor and Sons, the one where you really, you know, took us by, you know, impressed us a lot, was in 15, now nearly 4 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, you also have not had a big, I know Kesari came along, but Kesari you had a brief role, I would say. So
Golmaal was my last film.
yeah. So are you little
Well,
nervous about this, and it's become very important that, you know?
definitely. I think in that sense, yes, there is, every actor wants every aspect of his films to work, whether it's an appreciation for his character or the business of the film or the film in totality being liked. So I think we're equally hungry for this film, for this Friday. With that comes so much anxiety because you really don't know what's going to work on that Friday. You know, there are so many aspects coming in. You know, all of us are trying a new state, a new zone. It is a unique love story which has a mix of a real issue but has a love story based in it. So yeah, I won't lie about it. We're all excited but anxious, you know.
I think this is something Sid only tells me all the time, that no film is safe. It could be the biggest film, it could be a small film, it could be a small role, a big role. You are equally nervous on that Thursday, every film. And because it's a gamble, and I keep using this word because it's truly a 50-50 situation, that some of your biggest films become flops and some of your most unexpected films do really well. And right from our first film that's happened. So that nervousness has not changed. I'm still sleepless on that Thursday night, and Friday morning को पता चलता है कि आज रात को नींद आने वाली है या नहीं आने वाली. So I think with Jabariya it's the same feeling. I really believe in the film, and I really believe that this is a different film, an interesting, very, very entertaining film. So I just hope now 1 week to go, approximately 1 week to
He
go.
keeps advising you. In fact, I read a lot that, you know, he's your some kind of a confidant, and he, you know,
He's my calming factor, I think, in my life.
See, this is not the first time we are working. We've known each other for many years. We met very
but there's
early
this solid friendship between you two, and I must know the story where it started from.
From Hasi To Phasi,
Yeah,
definitely.
obviously,
From
but how
that,
and
I
when?
think during that release time or during that you know, promotion time, it's just the amount of time we spent you know, traveling around the country, talking about our film, people seeing our trailers. It was very early in our career, and I think you are maybe more anxious but more unaware than anxious. You really don't know yaar, kya chalega, kya hoga, kitna, kya bit, what are they going to like and everything. And that's where I think the bond starts, when two people have a similar stress. There is that bonding.
Bonding and stress.
I think things haven't changed. Maybe we have more experience now, but that comfort and that bond doesn't change because it's such an unpredictable. Like to add on to your previous question, it's like you sometimes really don't know why a certain film works. Nor do you know why a certain film doesn't work. There is not one particular reason. Like teamwork hai. There are so many things that come into it. So it's very difficult, and I think for actors, we need to be detached and just give it our all, and then probably, you know, let the film do the talking from
But
that
I guess
Friday.
it's become more unpredictable nowadays.
No,
For sure.
The game has only become about weekends, first week. You know, it's becoming shorter and shorter. First, films used to run for like weeks or months at times earlier. Now it's becoming days, it's becoming hours. Night show, this, that. So it's
become ours.
I think I mean, we have to accept it, and I think we just have to detach ourselves from the result.
So obviously there's a love story here in the movie.
Yeah.
And must conclude this by asking you your relationship status. I mean, what is happening in your respective lives?
Directly. Itna direct sawal.
You're making fun of the question, but I want the answer.
I'll just concentrate on my coffee.
Oh, Pari wants to hide something. I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book. I'm just like my character says, हमारा focus बिस्तर से ज़्यादा कुर्सी पे है, तो हमारा focus बिस्तर से ज़्यादा movies पे है, और yeah, I'm loving the work that I'm getting right now. You know, different characters, and excited for my release of Jabariya and then further on.
Pari, are we going to have a different answer?
I'm going to say that I will remain single till I'm married. I will only announce the relationship that I'm going to like be marrying into. This is my new
Otherwise you won't announce.
Pata nahi actually.
I'll announce my relationship if I'm in one. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fine.
We're waiting for that. Wish you,
Waiting for that day कि Sid का announcement कब आएगा. Big news.
Big news.
Big news. I am.
I hope you announce because I don't think last time you went public about it either.
Oh shit.
I did I need to? I didn't need
Fire,
to.
fire.
Didn't need to.
So wish you all the best, both of you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I must thank you once again for being on SpotboyE.
Lovely.
Thank you,
Pari.
thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Sid.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you.